Quiet on set.
Roll camera.
Sound speed.
Mark, please. And action.
Take one, marker. Welcome back to Students in Focus. I'm Katie, student producer at the Utah Education Network. This week, we're celebrating women shaping Utah's film landscape. We feature a short narrative, a student spotlight, documentary, and industry spotlight with audio technician Eve Johnson. First up is Creative Machine, which was put together in my intermediate production class at Salt Lake Community College. Creative Machine is about 3 different artists struggling to adjust to the new reality of their artwork after the recent increase in AI-generated art. Living in a very technology-driven world, we hope to spread the message that everyone's art is valuable and unique.
Scene 17C, take 4, marker.
And action. Cut. That's a wrap, everybody. Yes, we did it. Woo! Great job.
So what's next? Ugh.
Hello.
Hey, do you have any ideas for your new book?
Well, not yet. I'm still trying to come up with ideas.
We've been thinking of going a different direction.
What do you mean?
With the new advances in technology, AI can generate stories quicker and easier. Authors aren't needed to create good stories anymore.
Well, this is the thing that AI thing came up with.
Okay. Okay, well, it's like, a bit of something, though. I don't mind it. What if we do something like this? So,
Interesting.
what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah?
What if we turn it into a murder mystery? What if the main interest had to choose between his love and solving a major crime?
Ooh, I like that. I like that actually. It just adds much more context to it, and just heaviness. We want a little bit more heaviness.
Girlfriend is the daughter of the head of the mafia, but he's a double agent.
So I'm thinking you do a sci-fi horror film where a robot takes over a man's brain and then the whole of humanity. And we call it cerebral override.
I love that. But we should make it a hive mind virus that the robots try to take over humanity.
Yes. And it stars Jack Black, and it could take place in a futuristic cityscape.
Oh yeah, that would be so cool.
Yeah, Jack Black would be great for that role too.
Yeah.
I'll give him a call.
Sounds good.
What's up, man? Hey. Sorry, that AI thing that you sent me the other day really threw me out of balance. But
you're all good.
We're back now, feeling strong. So what are we thinking?
I was thinking something heavier. Have you listened to Venus Twins at all?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's kick it, man.
All right.
Alright, so with this scene, you're just going to get into your fight pose. We're ready to go, and then we're going to hold on that for a minute.
Gotcha.
Good?
Perfect.
Alright. And action.
We're looking for student-produced films and videos to feature on TV. Learn more at uen.org/studentsinfocus to have your media considered for an upcoming episode of Students in Focus. Next is a student spotlight featuring Avery, a fellow film student at Salt Lake Community College. Avery is in her first year at SLIC and is very passionate about filmmaking. Avery worked on Creative Machine as the first AD, assistant director, and second AC, assistant camera.
I'm Avery, and I'm majoring in the film technician degree here at Salt Lake Community College. I was trying to get SLIC credits so I could work towards getting my associates, and then I saw that the film was an option. So then I was like, okay, I'll try it out, I'll see if it's fun. And I enjoyed it, and we just made a music video and then just a silly little short story. And then I knew that's what I wanted to do, but I just needed to take the jump to actually start. And then SLIC was just the easiest option for me because it's inexpensive. I just had so much fun, and it's more so the creative aspect for me. I want to do the fun shots. I want to do the cool camera angles and lighting. On the music video we made, we did one in the road, and then I was in the trunk of my friend's car, and the camera's really shaky and we're just filming it. So just stuff like that is what powers me, inspires me. My experience in the program has been really positive so far. I still haven't worked on a lot of things here at SLIC. I really enjoyed screenwriting. That was really positive for me, I think. I just had fun writing and my little story I made, and then obviously intermediate film was a lot of fun because you get to have your hands on the cameras and actually make things. In intermediate film, towards, I think it was the beginning of the semester, we all had to go and pitch an idea, an elevator pitch of a film, short film we wanted to make for the semester, and then everybody pitched our idea, and then everyone voted. I think we got 3 votes on a film, and then the ones with the most votes, 3 of them were chosen, and then that was your group for the semester. So I was drawn to Creative Machine. That was my first vote that I put in. I was in the Zoom, Creative Machine. So I was drawn to Creative Machine because it seems like super fun to be on that set, and just the idea in general with the effects of AI, I just wanted to be a part of that. My role on Creative Machine was kind of split into two, which was first AD and second AC, because it was obviously a smaller group of us, so we couldn't have this huge production. So yeah, first ADing, obviously I was kind of just doing the compiling everything, and then second AC I was doing the slate. Working as a first AD, I thought it was gonna be a lot, too much, so I was kind of anxious because I didn't want anything to go badly, because we had a set previously that was a little chaotic. But so I was a little nervous at first, but then once you get in the groove of it, and I was in the groove, I was like, this is fine, this is easy. And with slating too, being second AC, I was like, okay, framing, perfect. So I just learned how to just set it up, and they're like, yep, it's good, you know? So my favorite part of the experience was definitely working with the LED wall. That day was so fun, and I think it was a lot less stress on the crew that day, because we were kind of just having fun. And yeah, it was just cool to have all those videos on there, and then my director even let me man the camera for a scene or two, so that was a lot of fun. I learned so much being on an actual set. We were on location, which was cool, so I learned a lot from that. Just working with actors in general was interesting, you know? See, I mean, before I started here, it's important to have that hands-on, especially for me, because my beginning class, we had one camera. So I get to the intermediate and he's telling me all these terms, and I'm like, I didn't even know this was a thing, you know? So it's definitely just more knowledge, and know what you're getting into, and if it's something you want to do in general, because there's so much to it. You know, there's so much that goes into it. I think other students interested should definitely come to Slick. I mean, it's inexpensive for the most part, and they have a lot of equipment. The professors, they are gonna sit there and teach you. You have questions, they're always here. There's always someone here, and they're really cool. Yeah, I just think it's a great program. Something I've learned through my time here at Slick is that I really want to make poetic, creative films, even fiction. Just things that I can have fun with, I guess. I also really want to make music videos. That's something I want to do too. I think it's a lot of creative liberty in that too. You get 3-4 minutes of music and just make something with it. What's next for me is the short doc for my documentary class. I think it's about 5 minutes or so. So that'll be my next project I'll work on, other than just the personal little movies I make.
I'm interested in a career path that makes a lot of money.
I thought I wanted to do strictly documentary journalism type stuff.
In the film world, I'd like to be either an editor or a DP.
Two will have to be closer. Okay. A little closer.
Thinking about going into production. I think I want to do cinematography now.
Right now I'm really looking to go into post-production because it's something I enjoy a lot more than being on set.
Maybe working more with sound, assistant directing, script supervising.
Action!
I chose Salt Lake Community College because I heard that their program was more advanced and more hands-on than any of the other schools around.
We're teaching people how to grab C-stands and set them up and put flags on them, use cameras. From day one, they're using post-production equipment and cameras and a lot of hands-on. So we got a Blackmagic Cinema camera, we got a Red Epic and a Red Scarlet camera with complete lens packages, map boxes and the whole filters and everything. So that students learn how to build cameras and learn how to do it properly, and they're able to go do that on an actual film set.
I've had a great experience so far. I've had enough support from all of my fellow students in groups making projects. I feel like I learn a lot from the teachers. I feel like I could probably leave with the associates and go on a movie set and be prepared.
Yeah, we can totally do
I think
that.
that we can run this again.
Okay, one more time.
Next up is Ken Sanders, Beyond the Bibliophile by Maya Hardy. This documentary highlights Ken Sanders, an icon in the world of rare books in Salt Lake City.
People call me an icon. It's like, I don't even know how to react to that. What on earth is an icon? I'm Ken Sanders of Ken Sanders Rare Books, Salt Lake City, Utah. I've always had a fascination with books back to my earliest childhood. I've been buying and selling for more than 50 years now. I do what I love, and the interesting part about curating an inventory like this is, of course, I'm projecting my own tastes, my own passions, my own beliefs in the inventory of the store. But you have to listen to your staff, you have to listen to your customers and the people that walk in the doors. What do they want? What are their interests? All this hue and cry of, oh, books are dying, books are dead. Well, bunny fuzz. They'll never die. There's always people that are going to love them and want them and seek them out. But a rare book, by my definition, is one that you want, someone wants, a demand for it. But just because you wish to acquire it, you can't, because you have to wait for the book to manifest itself in the marketplace. Once in my life, the rarest Mormon book, it's called the Book of Commandments. It's a precursor to the 1835 Doctrine and Covenants. It was published in 1833. There are 29 known copies in existence. Once in my career, I have had one. Mark Hoffman was making a find like that literally every week. It doesn't add up. The man was a notorious forger, bomber, murderer operating in the late 1970s and early 1980s in Salt Lake City. I only met him once at my Cosmic Airplane bookstore. He came in there to defraud me, but I think since I can't deceive this guy, I can't dupe it. But once I had left the Cosmic Airplane in the 80s, he did defraud them to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars. It destroyed a lot of people's lives, and not just Evelyn Sheets and Steve Christensen's lives that he murdered through bombing them. Certainly I emerged out of the Mark Hoffman period unscathed, but it taught us that you need to put a lot more thought into provenance and investigating the origins of things. I try to treat everyone the same when they bring their rarities to me. I treat everyone equally. I'm here to make a profit, but there's a big difference in my mind between profiteering and making a profit. And when people come in here with rarities, I have an ethical and moral obligation to let them know what their material's worth. And that's become even more important. And we try to champion the words of people that make a difference. That's all we're trying to do with this store, is make a difference.
Our final piece is an industry spotlight with Eve Johnson. Eve wears a couple of different hats in her job at Pole Sound, a studio in Salt Lake City. She pursued her job after finding a passion in video and live broadcasting through her high school broadcasting class at Cottonwood High.
My favorite thing about my job is it's not like a physical aspect of it. All of the cool big speakers are super exciting, and I love getting to work on new audio consoles and learning new technology. But I think my favorite part about the job is getting to provide an exciting experience for someone else. My first concert that I ever went to was an Imagine Dragons concert at the Taco Bell Arena in Boise, Idaho in like 2015. And I was so excited. That was the first concert I'd ever been to, and I went with my dad. And it was such a special experience. And I think that was one of the things that really drove me to want to be in this industry and have this career, is to be able to provide those exciting experiences for other audience members, because you don't know if that's you know, someone's first concert and it's a little kid who, like, this is the coolest experience they've ever had, or an old timer who has been wanting to see this band their whole life and, you know, finally getting the chance to do that, or somebody that's, you know, come back over and over, and providing that consistent good experience for them every time is really special, and making that like a magical moment for all the audience members is really rewarding. I did TV in high school, and that really sparked my interest in TV and broadcast and audio for broadcast, and I did a lot of stage crew in high school as well, and that really kick-started the love of media and film and audio and all that kind of stuff. In my broadcast class, it was student-led, and we had a variety of different jobs. We had like TD, MC, we had the 2 announcers in the morning, and yeah, it was a live broadcast show that we would do, I think it was every morning. My broadcast teacher, Stan Mazer, was great. He was a huge inspiration and really helped me, I guess, like further my interest in TV as well as broadcast audio and live audio. He was also my stage crew teacher for the last year that I was at Cottonwood. And yeah, he was a great teacher. He was a really good mentor, and definitely like pushed us a lot to pursue that and find out for ourselves what we wanted to do. So I think that I really was drawn to audio because I've always really been into music, and like movie audio was always really interesting to me. Like learning about Foley as a kid was so cool. Just how they do like the heel noises and stuff with like different textured wood and different like, I don't know, like the leaf crunching thing. Like that's so interesting to me. So doing stage crew and doing broadcast really allowed me to explore that avenue further. And I knew that it was something that I wanted to do just because it felt like not a job. It felt fun, and like I could do this for the rest of my life, and I don't care if I'm getting paid or not. Like, this is just exciting to me. Because it's very much like an artistic thing, but also very technical. So there's a lot of room to do what you want to do and kind of explore and make it your own thing. Then there's also a lot of math involved with it, and a lot of very technical stuff that you've got to follow it, you know, follow the rules this way and do this thing to make it work, but you can also be expressive and make it your own. I got started with Pole Sound by reaching out to them at an event that they did at Cottonwood. It's called Angel Tree. It's a Christmas benefit concert, and the students at Cottonwood, like in stage crew, we would do the lights for that event every year, and Pole Sound would come in and provide all of the audio and all the speaker equipment and everything. They would also mix the show. They provided the techs. Every year when they would come in, they were always so nice and so kind to us, and a lot of the other rentals we would get were, the folks there were not super kind, and they would treat us like we didn't know anything, and ultimately, like, yeah, we were still in high school, but that was our space. We were trying our best, so that really stood out to me. That Pole was just, they were so kind and like willing to have students come help, and they wanted to, you know, teach us for a little bit while we were there and kind of further our knowledge any way they could. So my senior year, I just went up to Bennett, who is now one of the production guys at Pole that I know super well. He's great. I just went up to him and I was like, hey, can I help you coil any cables? Is there anything you need help with? Like, I really wanted to put myself out there and make myself know that this is something that I wanted to pursue. So I thought that was a great opportunity to reach out to them that way. I got his business card, and then I emailed him the next Monday after the event and got started with, like, I guess an interning process at the time. It was a huge leap. I felt really scared because I'm like, they know that I'm coming out of high school, right? Like, not college, like I don't have a degree or anything, but they put a lot of trust in me and stuff, and I think that was great just because I was able to further my knowledge so much more quickly because I think that they trusted me and me showing that initial like initiative for that Pole. We're willing to do a lot of stuff that the other guys aren't, like go and put speakers at the side of a half pipe for, you know, Shaun White's new Snow League and stuff. Like, that's awesome. And a lot of other companies aren't willing to do that. We get down and do like the nitty-gritty stuff, which I think really makes us stand out from other companies in the Valley. My role as an audio technician encompasses a wide range of things. I started out with Pole just kind of in the warehouse, doing some basic warehouse work, cleaning gear, getting ready to go out on shows, making sure it was in good working order. And then from there, I kind of moved on to taking phone calls and booking smaller shows for over-the-counter clients. Then, yeah, I've moved on to being in charge of the over-the-counter department. And that's pretty fun. It's a good way to like learn equipment and learn really good client relation skills. So that's been super nice. And then just day-to-day duties is just continuing to keep the warehouse clean, get gear ready to go. And then when I'm at a show, oftentimes I'll push cases and stuff, unload gear, stack speakers, get our chain motors ready, which are the motors that hang the line arrays. And then, yeah, just running cables to front of house, which is where our mixers are located, getting those mixers ready for whoever's mixing. Sometimes that's me, sometimes I'll get to mix a show, which is super exciting. Line arrays are like the large stacks of speakers that you see. I guess a good example in Utah is like at USANA. So it's the large hangs of speakers on either side of the stage that are flown in the air, and those provide sound to the audience. The biggest thing that I've learned at Pole is just how to communicate better with other people. Just on a daily basis with other crew members, coworkers. That's been really important to obviously have good communication and communicate effectively with others and be able to convey like what you need from them, because there are really important moments in the show where like this is critical that this piece of gear makes it out, or that you do this specific thing to a cable or to a console, and if you can't do that, then sometimes it goes wrong, or you just can't get the task done that you need to get done. And then as well as communicating with clients, I think that's a big thing. I think at Cottonwood, I got really lucky that we have such a big auditorium, so we attracted a lot of clients outside of just the school play or, you know, an admin meeting. So I got a lot of that really early on, which was really good. And because interacting with a crew member versus a client is very different. Personally, I'm just working on building my skills as an audio engineer. And I've gotten to mix a lot of bigger shows that I've been really proud of, and it's been great, but I definitely want to, I guess, get more certifications and further myself so that I can, when the bigger bands come into town, that's something that I can do and like be in that head mixing position. I think that's my overall goal. A personal goal that I guess in the grand scheme of things people wouldn't maybe find quite as impressive, but this is how I measure my personal success with Pole. Doing Angel Tree at Cottonwood. This next December will be my 8th year doing it. So I've been with Pole for 3 years and then did it all through high school. So my personal marker for myself is the day that I am the head audio engineer on that show. That's when I know I'm in a really good spot. I'm really hoping this year to be in a position of assisting the main engineer, and then hopefully December of 2026, I'll be in that mixing position. So yeah, just furthering my general knowledge about all the new products coming out. There's always new stuff to learn. There's, so much more technology coming out than ever before, especially in our industry. So things are moving quickly and just is keeping up and just learning whenever you can. I guess advice that I would have for students that want to get into this industry, whether it's broadcast or audio or film, would just be start as early as you can. Figure out kind of what aspect of broadcast you like, because maybe you like being behind the camera, maybe you like doing the audio aspect of it, maybe you like to be the interviewer, maybe you like to be an anchor. So I think find what you want to do early and stick with it, because you can have a really successful career in this kind of industry if you really apply yourself. Reach out to local programs as well. Spy Hop is a great resource. I did some of that as well. They have an awesome TV program and audio program. They work together a lot. That's great. The mentors there are awesome as well. So yeah, just stick with it. If you really feel like it's not for you, absolutely go down a different career path, but also give it a try. Film and audio and broadcast is so fun, and there's so many different aspects and jobs that you can do. So yeah, just give it a shot and see what can happen, I guess, yeah.
Thanks again to Eve for coming on the show. And thank you for joining us for another episode of Students in Focus. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next episode. And you can check out past episodes at UENVideo. Don't forget, you can submit your projects to be featured here on Students in Focus. See you next time.